We'll we'll figure that into this episode some kind of how. Some kind of way. One of the questions. Yeah, that Redman album. Wow, your body is all over the block.
It's going to come up because y'all are too gully now. We can't stop it. The train has left the station. So, welcome to Not Right, Not Wrong, your favorite podcast. On what are we on? WKBP.
There you go.
There you go. You
Okay.
got it. You got it.
Thank you. Thank you. 92.6, The Spot. Black
Wow.
owned, Black operated. Check us out. Check out all the podcasts. Support the station.
Wow.
All the things. Tonight we got two gully dudes here tonight. I don't know how I'm gonna wrangle this in, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But we got gully number one. We got Dark Mark C1, aka C1.
Your body is all over the block. I'm good. I'm good. We just reminisce about good music. That's all. That's all it is.
That's not all it is, really. There was a lot of violence. There was a lot of
that I never
I learned a
part
lot.
of. That we knew of or may have seen, but I didn't take part in any of that.
Thanks.
Well, it's good to see you tonight. All's good. I trust all is good in life and love and all the things.
All that good stuff, D1. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And it's a pleasure to be here with JJ. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's focus our attention on gully number 2, JJ, Just Ja in the house. How are you this evening, sir?
I am well. Peace and blessings, sister. I'm a peace and blessings. The gulliness is not existent in my life. I'm just a man that was just reminiscing on some earlier times in my youth with Brother Mark, where those days are long gone, and it's about love and light and a healthy atmosphere. And to quote the great words of the great Dark Mark, become the change you want to see.
Wow.
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 Namaste.
That's what you just did? Namaste, even.
Wow.
Namaste.
Wow.
Namaste.
Listen, this is range, good people, because if y'all would have heard this pre-conversation, there was no love and light and namaste. Well, here we are. Here we are. I'm happy to be here with you both tonight. This is Tamika, aka C1. D1, I'm confused. I don't know what I'm talking about. Tamika, aka D1, not C1.
That's you.
That's me. That's me. And it's my topic tonight. And I want to talk about grown folk stuff. I want to talk about some grown folk stuff tonight. I want to talk about y'all know Tabitha Brown?
Yes, very familiar with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, very familiar with her.
C1 looks confused.
The name sounds familiar.
So Tabitha Brown is an actress, but she's also all over IG, TikTok, YouTube. She is the Southern Belle. I don't know if she would call herself a Southern Belle, but I will. And she has a couple of catchphrases, right? She's very good, very good. And one of her other catchphrases is, oh man, I forgot it just that quick. It's something like, be good. Man, I'm gonna mess it up. Somebody's gonna have to put it in the comments because I can't remember it right now, but it's something like have a good day, but if you can't, don't you go ruin nobody else's. And she has a really big following. She's very down to earth and relatable. She also puts out vegan recipes. She has a really dope platform with her husband. They've been together for years and years and years. She's very spiritually minded, all these things. So I happened to catch her come on, I didn't catch the live, but I saw a video clip that she posted where she looked very angry. And that's not usually how she presents, right? She's always smiling and happy and light and all the things. And she was just very angry. And I think she had on a beanie, something like yours, Mark, and she pulled it off and she had her Black girl natural hair twist underneath it. And she was like, why didn't y'all tell me? Nobody wanted to talk to me. And she started talking about hot flashes. And she started talking about her stages of menopause and what it's like for her, and the emotional ups and downs of it all. And she just went in. And when I tell you, there was so many comments of people of women relating to what she was going through. And so I decided I want to jump off from that a little bit. And I feel like we have a dope platform. We're all of a certain age, and we could talk about some of the changes that we've experienced I think we could say we pretty solidly in midlife, right? We're here.
Absolutely.
We are here.
Yeah,
it's halftime.
We're here. We might be beyond midlife. Midlife means we're gonna live till 100. Right? So I don't know how we feel about that.
Yeah, it's more than half.
We might be more than half at this point. But I know I've been hearing, because I am this age, I've been hearing women talk about menopause. And I'm curious about what men are dealing with, like what changes men are going through. And I'm not just talking about physical changes. I do want to talk about the physical changes, but I want to start with the physical changes. I want to save for last because I think they're going to be super duper funny, and I can't wait.
We don't want to talk about that.
Yes, we do, because the people need to know.
We're gonna run out of time. We're gonna run out of time.
I'm gonna moderate this really well because people know all the things. But I'm curious about, I mean, there's emotional changes, there's financial changes, there's all kinds of things that I think we can talk about and help, educate some, if we have some younger listeners, if you're in your 20s and you're listening in your 30s. I know for me, I don't remember anybody talking to me in my 20s and 30s about menopause, about change of life. I remember hearing about men's midlife crisis, and it usually looked like going out to get like a fast car,
sports car, some extravagant purchase.
Yeah, get some young chick, have a change of life baby, like 60 and now you got a 2-year-old, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. I know I'll start off that some of the things that I feel like I've noticed is, y'all, my patience is so short now. And I don't even get loud. I don't get rah-rah. But if somebody has tried my patience, I will shut down. I will walk away. I'm not engaging in a conversation. I do not have patience for the tomfoolery. I also don't have a lot of patience to be parenting anymore either. I'm like, ooh, I'm exhausted of parenting. I don't have the energy. I like just let me sit here. Let me sit here on this couch and leave me all the way alone. What else have I noticed? This is a little bit of a physical thing, but now I'm gonna save the physical thing for later. The other thing that I've noticed that's not physical is my confidence. My confidence now is through the roof. Like, I won't lie and say that I don't care what people think, because I do care what people think, but not the way I did in my 20s, not the way I did in my 30s. Now, whatever, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, and if you don't like it, I'm not your cup of tea. We don't hang out, or keep it to yourself. I don't need to know. So those are two things I noticed with me as I'm getting older. My patience and my confidence are different. Ja, what about you? What kind of, not physical, emotional, intellectual, maybe even financial changes have you noticed as you're getting older?
Financial there's a narrative that as men get older, they reach their financial stride. Personally, I can attest to that. I've earned the most money I've ever earned throughout my life right now. So I can attest to that. I am hitting my financial stride. Um, and it's only going to get better for me because I intended to be so. So that's the financial piece. So I do concur with that narrative about men as they get older, in their 40s, 50s, and beyond. They do hit their financial stride because my opinion, I speculate or I opine that it's due to uh, being wiser, financially more intelligent, and having the having the discernment and having more assurance in what your purpose is and who you want to be and what your career wants to what you want your career to be. And so I think with the financial stride it comes with for me as a man in 20s and 30s, there's that navigation of what do I want to do. For me personally, speaking for me personally, there's that navigation of what did I want to do with my life, in terms of job, what career did I want to have, what's my purpose. That was a lingering question throughout my 20s and 30s. What am I supposed to do in this lifetime? But in the meantime, while I'm trying to figure this out, let me go get this job, or let me go take this training so I can get a better job, earn better money. So and then also there's that, and then there's the hiccups, the bumps in the road, i.e., layoffs, termination, unemployment, restarting over again. So I experienced so all of that I experienced in my 20s and 30s, and so as I come to this age, there's a better understanding. There's more financial intelligence, financial literacy, if you will. Not saying I'm a financial literate guru, but I understand better, I learn better, know how to budget better, save better, and I know what I need to do to earn more. So there's that in terms of financial standpoint for me. Um, from emotional standpoint, more spiritually in tuned. Um, there's there's an understanding of who I am spiritually for myself, understanding of that, and that's also through my learning and getting lessons from other ascended masters of what that is. Also, reading books and acquiring knowledge in terms of the self development. And so, as I come to this age, all that is coming into place as well, and coming to alignment as well. Didn't did I'm not at my apex, of course, but it's coming towards that apex. So that's a spiritual standpoint. Emotionally, um, emotionally, yeah, it's yeah, I can agree with you with that. Tolerance for tomfoolery, it's dwindling. Yeah. um,
Yeah.
yeah. The tolerance for tomfoolery is dwindling. Um, there's more recognition of how precious my time is, and so um, I and I'm sure like you see to it that it's not wasted so much. Whereas as I was younger, I think I have all the time in the world. But as I'm at this age and I'm seeing people transitioning my peers, people that represented what I grew up with, my culture, seeing them transition, it's like, man, I think about all of those things. It's like, wow. And so these are the times where, um, for me, that thought crosses my mind often. Um, so and I'm at a middle age. I'm at a middle age. My mother, she's an elder now. Yeah, my mother's an elder. I'm middle age. My child is almost grown. So, whoo, there's that transference of life. So all those things I think about. Yeah, yeah, I think about those things. I'm like, man, time to went, time to went. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that time thing. Even when we were younger, it feels like some people, I know a lot of people, especially dudes,
Mm-hmm.
who didn't believe that they would make it to like 21 or 25. Um, but was still living life like they had all the time in the world almost.
Yes.
But now, no, we've lost so many of our contemporaries
Mm.
at this
Mm.
point.
Yeah.
Too many.
Too many.
Too many.
Mm-hmm.
Too many. And it's like, so it's not, when we were growing up, if we were losing contemporaries, it was to stuff like violence.
Yes.
Now we're losing our contemporaries to like health issues, heart attacks, strokes, cancer. Like,
Yes. Yes. So it's something that I think about in terms of my own well being, my fate, and I have moments of sadness because I think about those people, um, contemporaries in my life, and even uh, famous contemporaries that passed, um, and people, like I said before, that I grew up watching throughout my childhood, or our childhood, I should say, just to give one example, um, Carl Weathers passed away. The brother who played Apollo Creed. That's an iconic
yeah,
character. You know what I'm saying? So I was a bit sad about that. Like, oh man, he was he was a magnanimous on the screen. For us as young men, for us as young black men, he was a man's man. Um, seeing this cat playing Apollo Creed. Everybody else rooted for Rocky, but we as brothers, we like Apollo Creed swag. You
Facts.
what I'm saying? So, just to give an example, you know what I mean? So Carl Weathers is part of my growing up. Is an actor that I watched growing up. Watching the Rocky movies as a kid growing up, watching him as Apollo Creed. You know what I'm saying? Just to give an example in terms of that.
yeah.
Rest in peace to Mr. Weathers.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Apollo Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the ladies, we love them too. Little girls love Apollo Creed. Let's be clear. Mark, what say you? What's different now for you than it was 10, 20 years ago?
Let's see. I'm still as handsome as I've always been. So that hasn't changed. I guess you want to know about the things that has. Um, so um more so now, I mean in this age, even as I was approaching this age, late 40s, is finding moments to appreciate how good I feel and then feeling good about me feeling good because in the grand scheme of things, I'm thinking like this place sucks. All of it sucks. The whole entire it sucks. So within that, just finding time and finding the space and just appreciating feeling good. If it's not for a second, a minute, an hour, moment, or moments, just trying to do that and just hold on to that feeling because it may be something else that made me realize, like, oh my God, this place sucks. And then at the same time, being in that frame of mind, just speaking about spirituality and understanding what that's going to look like, what that's going to do for you. Are you doing enough and keeping with that? Are you doing too little? What kind of path you want to follow and keeping with your spirituality and your salvation? Because there's so many different things you could take from anybody, so many different things that you could read to say, well, you should do A and B and C and D, and God will do this. And then you read something else that say you should do A, B, C, and D, and God will do this. So a lot of the conversation and a lot of the thoughts is about religion and spirituality. What should I say to someone? Who should I help? Who should I help next? Just a lot of that goes in my mind. I find myself thinking about that more because, we're all about the same age, and at some point, we'll all be on into our winter years if our life is spared. And then we'll have even more opportunities to look back and have conversations like this and say, maybe I should have did this or maybe I should have did that. But then you don't want to dwell on it. You understand? Because then that might, you know, make you feel like that. You make that kind of face. So it's just finding joy and just maintaining that joy. And at the same time, being able to appreciate quiet. As we were younger, we just appreciated noise. We wanted to be around noise. We wanted to go somewhere where there was noise. All our friends that made noise. Everything needed to be loud. Music needed to be loud. Clothes loud. Name brands loud. Now you could just appreciate quiet, whether it's a day, whether it's an hour, just nothing. That's just a beautiful feeling. Just being able to appreciate quiet. You understand? That's a sound. Quiet is a sound, despite what people say. So being able to appreciate that sound when you don't hear anything, no noise and all that, that's just beautiful. And then at the same time, uh, want to be around people who have similar energy as you. When you were young, you didn't care. You understand? Even if it's your homeboy's homeboy, we all hanging out together. Wherever it is, we gonna go as long as there's girls there. You didn't even care about the girl, her energy, because you had a goal in mind, what it is that you wanted. So as you get older, start to see things different. This is how it's supposed to go for some. You understand? But now you get to be real picky about your company of choice or who you want to be around. Now, they don't necessarily have to be like you, because what would the world be like if everyone was like you? But you can pick up off of energy faster than someone actually saying something. So just vibes will tell you everything. The vibes never lie. So just being around people that may have similar vibes, just easy to talk to, easy to relate to, just easy company. Just appreciating that a whole lot more. And then there's still gonna be some people in your circle and even in your family, you just be like, nah, I don't hang with them. I don't want to be around them. You may send a text, just inquire of someone's well-being, but you just know that you and that person's energy, it doesn't mesh. So you get to do that a whole lot more in regards to people's company. And also, and as you get older, you realizing that um money more and more will factor less and less into your life in regards to your joy. You understand? And
Mm-hmm.
you come to a different place and realize, and this is what I even tell my daughter too. Never make money the goal. Whatever it is that you think that you want to get money, you want to be blessed with the ability to get it, not the money itself. It's going to come, but you want to be able to have the ability to get it. Whatever it is that you do, whether it's your feet, you run track, whether if you write, or if you have a podcast, you want to be blessed with the ability because money is just a resource. That's all it is. So, money less and less, you realize more and more that it won't do anything. All it is inside of you that you need to just make you happy. So a lot of those things like that. I mean, it may be more things in between there, but those are things that, really stick out the most that really make me think, especially in keeping with the spirituality, because sometimes you just have to think. And there's those days where you might watch something on the news, um, like a building collapse or something like that, fall down, people die in the building. You just think, damn, that could have been my building. It just make you think and scratch your head, and then you'll hear people talking about it on the news, like, wow, I know the person that lived there. This is my cousin, my aunt's neighbor, my ex-boyfriend's sister's uncle's third cousin. You know how that go. We know a lot of people. So 9 people removed. Oh, I used to live there when I was 6. Well, how old are you now? I'm 60. Okay. Some people would like to relate no matter what.
Yeah.
But then you'd be like, wow, that could have been my building. Or you about a plane crash. Damn, that could have been me. So I mean, it's too much for us to figure out. And I always say, I think it's beyond our comprehension to figure this out. When I say that, I mean all of this. It's beyond us. It's beyond our comprehension. I don't think we were designed to figure it out. What exactly it is that we are supposed to do, I don't know. So that keeps me in thought, just thinking. But I know it's in keeping with spirituality. And I think to some extent, it may be some things we know as we're born and we follow the examples of our parents on what to do and what not to do, that kind of guides us. And as we get older, we just build on it.
Yeah. That concept of we don't know, like we don't what all of this is about. Like I think I really started to um not think about it, but feel it maybe about 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that is scary. Part of it is terrifying to be like,
Very.
what is all of this about? It feels like there's a lot of distraction, there's a lot of chasing money, but we need it, right? We need money.
Absolutely.
We have
Absolutely.
bills to pay. We need it. It also allows us some, the flexibility, the ability to enjoy life
Yes.
so we need it. Great.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the bigger picture? What is the meaning? And I think that is another thing that as I get older, it gets even scarier for me that I'm like, we really don't know. We really don't know. Some of us lean on spirituality and religion to try and make sense, but it's all faith based. It's
Period.
we are leaning on our faith. We are believing in something that we don't know. That's is crazy to me. To think
Blind
about
faith.
it is one thing. To feel it is like, oh my God.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you gotta take a deep breath after that, because
right.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a woosah moment.
It's a woosah moment. John, what you
Yeah.
got?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to the point. You're so right about we don't know what we don't know, because what we do know, we learn it from another human. So is that the real information? Is that really the true information? Because we can be taught a certain concept of spirituality. We could read X amount of books, but that book is written by another human.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that human get the knowledge for him or her to write that book from? Chances are another human. So, so the truth of
Yeah.
the matter is, it's limited regurgitated information.
Yes.
If you want to keep it up all the way 1,000, it's
Yeah.
limited regurgitated information that some of us humans out here absorb it and pontificate as if Factual.
Listen, and when I say we, I'm
Yeah,
talking about us as
as a collective.
we are expected to believe that.
Yeah,
Like this is what it is.
yeah.
Nothing else. I mean, the beauty also, let me also add this, D1. It's truly the beauty of growing up and aging is the fact that you can question things that we couldn't question as a kid. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You go to church on Sunday, you put on your Sunday best, everything nice, white shirt, suit, and everything like that. You sit there, hands folded, play come around, parents give you money to put into it. As you go back around, you have that little fan, depending on the church. You know you hot as hell in there. Hell, I shouldn't even
Mm-hmm.
use that and keep it close to church. Should I edit that when we you are
It's hot. It's hot. Yeah.
you hot inside this place of worship. You understand?
Yes, yes.
But you can't question anything. You can't question it. You can't question these pictures of this being a white Jesus and all the pictures are white and everything. And you get this book, everybody in here is white. Well, how is that? You know that you black. So how come everybody in these biblical times was white? That's the first thing that come to mind. And then as you get older, you start to think, hmm,
Mm-hmm.
that's the beauty in questioning things and then doing your own research. Just like Josh said, it's coming from another human. Who is this person that is above you to say that you need to know this other than another human just like you?
Yeah.
That's,
And we've all played the telephone game. We know how that goes. We know by the time you pass the message
Yeah,
5 or 6 people down, it's not the same message that started.
come
started.
on.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
But hold on. Because I see what y'all trying to do here. Y'all trying to wind this time down because you know that we're all faith-based individuals.
Yeah,
We
I,
gotta
I mean,
we need to talk about some physical stuff, y'all. I need to know
we still
what
got
you
time. We still
yeah.
got time.
I want to make sure y'all got plenty, plenty,
We got
plenty,
time.
plenty time.
We
Because I know
got
y'all
time.
got a lot of issues. There's a lot.
We got time.
There's a lot of issues men deal with. And so for women, right, some of the physical stuff that women are of this age bracket, maybe around maybe 45 and up, are starting to deal with, right? Um, is this big scary word of menopause. And the symptoms fluctuate from woman to woman. Um, but some of it is hot flashes, right? Personal summers. You heard probably have heard many women talk about personal summers and how debilitating they are and how it feels like heat from the inside and all of the things. Um, I haven't experienced that yet. Knock on wood.
Oh
Um,
wow, okay.
and I don't know that I will. Like, I got a call from my mom a while ago, maybe a month or so ago, and she wanted to get my business. Like, what's going on? Are you having menopause? Like, what's? And I'm like, no, I'm not really having these symptoms that people are talking about. And I found out that she didn't have these symptoms. Then she told me that, my grandmother didn't talk about any of this with her. But as far as she remembers, my grandmother didn't have any of these symptoms.
Wow. Might be
Like,
hereditary.
I'm like, hold
Look at you.
on.
Look at you.
I might escape all of this. And so then I called my eldest daughter, and just because I felt like picking on her, she has no reason to talk about menopause yet. But I'm like,
Absolutely not.
absolutely not. But I'm like, if I don't get it, and your grandmother didn't get it, and your great grandmother didn't get it, you're
Wow.
probably gonna get it, right? Because somebody gotta get it.
Wow.
Like,
Savage.
oh, why? Why?
Savage. Savage.
That's how I felt that day. I felt like picking on somebody, and she was my victim. But so they talk about hot flashes, they talk about mood swings. Um, there's a lot like changes in hormone. Um, the biggest physical symptom, I guess, that most people know about is that women's period stops at some point. It slows down and then it stops. Um, I don't know. There's other stuff, but I don't have any of that. But what I did start to realize is that my hands are super dry. I'm moisturizing my hands all of the time. And I've never heard anybody talk about this before. The one time I heard about this was I was probably in my 20s, and I had a supervisor who was an older white male. He used to eat tuna salad sandwiches every day,
Mm.
every single day for lunch. And he always kept lotion, this like medical lotion on his desk, and his hands would always peel. And he would talk about that's part of the aging process. And at that point, I was like, that must be a white people thing, because I don't like the way that look. I don't like the way it sounds. But
Take
now
it.
my hands are super dry all of the time. I have to keep them moisturized. The other thing that happened is adult acne. My face ended up breaking out. So
Don't.
yeah, I'm not happy about that. So I think those are my two biggest physical symptoms. I'm lying. Nope, 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 nope. Weight. Losing weight now as compared to losing weight in my 20s and even in my 30s is a whole other thing. I look back at some of my pictures from then and I'm like, oh man, I didn't even know that I was supposed to appreciate that body in the way that, like I took it for granted. But now it's a struggle. It is a struggle to get weight off at this point. So,
Yeah.
C1, tell me, tell me about your physical symptoms, and you better be honest.
Yeah, what is there to lie about? I mean, for the most part, every guy is different, but the first thing that you start to notice, and this is going to differ from person to person, you definitely start balding. Um, and black dudes in their hair. That's a whole other. We could do a whole episode just on black guys in their hair and us holding on to it down to a strand. You understand? Then we had to
We
show
got an
about the
episode
units.
about units from
Yeah, the length upon which guys go to hold on to that hair. It's a oh my gosh. So you start to bald, and I started to bald right in the middle. Was hereditary. That's when my pops started to bald at, and then it starts to spread out. You understand? So this is ground zero where you start to bald, right? And when it has a blast, there's a blast radius, right? So that's the rest of your head is the blast radius. It just starts to, how you see a bomb and you see that mushroom,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just start coming out, right? And then every time, so so this is what happened to me. It was twofold. Start the ball there, start to spread out, and then your line start to keep going back. So your barber, your barber know you for years. Talk about everything. At some point, he's like, "Yo, Ma, I can't keep pushing this line back. I can't keep. It's starting to thin out right there. I don't have nothing to line up. You know, like, oh, this is getting bad. you know. So as opposed to my weekly, now I gotta wait maybe 2 weeks for something to him to catch to line up. Oh man. So that balding thing, making the decision to go bald, just letting all of that go. That's a challenging decision for some men. it definitely was a challenging decision for me. I must say so. Finally did it, didn't regret it. Now I'm feeling with the bald head. In addition to that, since you mentioned losing weight, the belly fat, I don't know where it came from, but then all of a sudden it was just big, boom. It didn't seem like it was gradual, but I think it did it. But I think by the time I noticed, it was already bow. Like, damn, I never had that in my life, whole life, never. Now it's boom, it's here. Look at me. You understand? It's just here, right? So now you got to buy a different waist size. You got to go up a little. No more 32. You got to go to 34. And depending upon how it's made or where you go, some European joint. Damn, I know I ain't buying no 36 pants. I know. Come on now. You gotta, you understand?
And that's when the salesman is looking at you like, yeah, you are. That's exactly what you're about to do.
So that's something was in it. That's something within itself, just getting rid of that and working on that, getting that down to where you want it to be and managing that. Because it seemed like it just come and it stay. And also, one of the things you definitely notice, which I think is beautiful, and because it reminds me of me still being here, is the grays. I love the grays. I'm definitely not no just for men. I'm not coloring it. I'm not coloring it black. Not using no brush, whatever it is they say. We had the show. I'm not doing any of that. I earn these grays. I'm showing it. This is beautiful. I love it. Um, and then your physical capabilities, certain things you could do in your 20s and walk and run and you get up and you appreciate sleep a lot more now. I gotta mention sleep. I gotta mention sleep. Serious. 20s, 30s. Man, just give me 4 hours sleep. Boom, right back up. Bow. Running. Get home 2 in the morning, up at 6, shower and all that, eat something real quick, gone, back out. Bow. You appreciate sleep a whole lot more. And you speak about younger people. You speak to younger people about how much you appreciate sleep and how much they should get sleep being young because they're gonna be, yeah, I'm telling you. So my daughter, my nephew, like, listen, I'm telling you, you're 26, 24. You better sleep. Nah, all right.
Yeah.
I'll be 53 this month. You know how much I appreciate sleeping?
Mhm.
What? Listen,
Clearly a
you
lot.
you appreciate being in the bed before you go to sleep. You ever just got in the bed, just you're not even asleep yet, but it's oh man, this it's just a beautiful thing. And then some of the physical capabilities. Sometimes you may hear your leg or your knee, you may hear your arm when you do this. And what our parents used to do was something drop right in the house. You wasn't
Facts.
making no sound like that 20s, 30s, even 40. You just pick it up. Now you like, oh damn, I gotta get that. All right. Ah, it come with a sound.
Come with a
And
sound.
even further up, like, my grandfather on my mom's side, when we used to go to South Carolina, even when he was getting into the car, getting in or getting out, it came with a sound effect. I'm young, 11, 12 years old. What the hell is all that? I mean, this is what I'm saying in my mind. Everything came with a sound. And he had to grab like the whole joint to get out. It's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm not there yet, but
Yeah.
this may be us. You understand? Yeah, yeah. And
Facts.
definitely you may not be able to, to smash as long as you used to. You understand? In your 20s, you understand now it's like, oh, man, I think I'm mature after that one. You know, you need to relax, you need to recompose yourself. maybe watch a short sun, drink some water, do a couple of things in between. It's these things are gonna happen, but all these changes, I welcome it. And I'm grateful for it because that means I'm still here, I'm still around. And the most important thing within all those changes is that you remain healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it was a stigma attached to um like black males and us going to the doctor, keeping up with our appointments, finding out about this, pancreas and all these tests we need to take, and the dental, eye tests and prostate, everything. But I know a lot of dudes that's really keep up with their appointments. I think I ain't gonna say all, but I think a lot of us are far removed from that to think that we don't need to keep up with these appointments. All we need is what was that? What was that they always make fun of? That's all you need. No, not Robitussin. What is it that I'm looking
It's a
for?
tussin. Put some tussin on it.
Tussin. It's right.
Uh-huh.
I think we far removed from that, where we would have think, nah, just put some tussin on it, we'd be all right. We got to keep up with these appointments and these doctors, or depending upon your condition, you got to keep up with these specialists to make sure that you continue on. You understand? Now, I mean, I don't like hospitals. I don't like being around or in hospitals, but you got to make sure that you maintain your health. So you appreciate that a whole lot more. Sleep, health, peace of mind, things of that nature. Yeah.
You talked about with sleep, talking to younger people about the virtues of sleep. First of all, they don't want to hear from us.
It's okay. It's okay.
They are officially old people, and that's a hard pill to swallow for me. I'm like, oh, I am that. But I find myself doing that to younger people about things like stretching and joints. Like, I'm like, you want to take care of your joints, you want to stretch, because when you get older, and they be like, ma'am, ma'am, we don't need to hear that from you. But you do. You need to pay attention. I didn't want to hear it either.
Come on, man.
You gotta stretch. Take care of your joints, your knees and your elbows, all those things.
All those things.
Yeah. Yeah. John, what are you out here telling these young people?
John preaching sermons about that. I can see it in his face.
That's bad. Yeah, man. We are officially the old heads, man. We are officially ma'ams and sirs. But I accept it. I embrace it. I got the younger people that I'm close with. They call me Unc. I embrace it. I'm officially Unc now. People call me Unc. Younger heads call me Unc. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Or a young cat stop you on the street, like excuse me, yo, OG.
OG.
Oh yeah.
That's it. So yeah, I embrace it all, man. I don't have much to say, man, but I could add a couple of things, but Brother Mark pretty much said it all, man. I concur 1000% everything that he talked about. But in addition, also we also go through the prostate. We gotta watch out for that. Getting up in the middle of the night, urinating, two, sometimes three times in the middle of the night. That's an early sign. You gotta watch that. I know specifically for me, I had to watch that because prostate cancer runs in my father's side of the family. He passed away from that, so that's something I gotta watch out for. They watch out for high blood pressure. That's the silent killer that takes us out.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Not even diabetes. Sugar.
Yeah, we don't even.
That's what we say.
The sugars.
Sugars. Yeah. You gotta watch out because even going back to high blood pressure causes heart attack, stroke, congestive heart failure. If you're not on top of that, you can go to sleep and never wake up, that kind of thing. I've had some peers that passed away like that. And and of course, good old ED. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. We gotta watch out for the ED. You know what I'm saying? Some of us popping them blue pills just prevent the ED, but some of us are using them blue pills for the wrong reasons. It's gonna backfire on their ass.
And at some point,
Yeah,
you ain't gonna be able to use those blue pills. It's just gonna be time.
it's just gonna be time. Um, yeah, the fat around your belly. So what's interesting with men, right? When they gain weight, um, as we're younger, we all look like strapping lads because we all slender, we got the flat stomach and all that. Not even a six pack, but we got the flat stomach, looking all slender, energy running around all over the place. So, and part of getting older, we become more stationary. So of course that pot belly and stomach's gonna come. But the fucked up thing about that, the weight just stays there in the stomach. So you got this pot belly, skinny ass legs, these skinny ass arms, and these man titties. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, please talk about the moves.
The what? The what?
The man boobs, the moves.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's a word?
Moves. That's her word. But I rock with it. I rock with it. I know exactly what you're talking about. The moves. You know what I'm saying? I'm in danger of having moves. I might have moves right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in danger of having moves. I gotta watch my belly too. That's why I hit with the gym. I'm trying to fight that. I'm trying to fight that shit right now. To Mark's point, man.
Wait.
Please fight it. Please do.
Wait. That's hilarious.
Oops.
No, I thought that was trending. I know I'm hip. But I'm like, wait, I never heard that before. No, that's hot, D1. That's hilarious. Moves.
I didn't take credit for it because I don't know that I made it up. I feel like it got in there from someplace. I don't know.
Until I hear otherwise,
I
then
think that's yours.
you made it
Okay.
up. That's
I'll
yours.
Is that?
That's yours.
Let me just tell the audience this is a pre-recorded taping. So as soon as you watch this, it's already copywritten.
Facts. Facts.
Don't try to take it. We'll sue you. Brilliant D1 moves.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Another word to add to our
Oh God, our whole lexicon of vernacular.
Yes, yes, and our NW lexicon vernacular.
And lexicon facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Moves.
No, but Ja, please fight it. Please fight it. A girlfriend of mine sent me a picture. Like, she's on a dating site, and she sent me a picture of some dude out on the beach or whatever, no shirt on. And all I could see were the moves. I'm like, really? Like,
with the pot belly too, right?
No, I didn't see a pot belly.
Oh, for real?
I didn't. There was just memories.
Memories with a six pack though, right?
It wasn't a six pack. It wasn't that, but it also wasn't a pot belly.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, he regular degular, aka dad bod. That's a dad bod. Yeah, dad bod. So
it looked like a mom bod. It looked like he was breastfeed. It really did. I was like, girl, I'm distracted. I can't.
There's somebody she was interested in.
No, she actually
sent you this. Okay.
She was initially, and then
he went to the beach and took his shirt off. He ruined it.
So the moves is like, oh hell no.
He should have kept his shirt on, and then
you know what I'm saying.
Came time for them to smash. Be like, nah, babe, let me turn the light off. That's more romantic.
Exactly. That's
at least dress for your physique. At the very least.
Yeah, and this is why I maintain this stance with the older men, younger girls. Younger girls ain't attracted to your ass. You know what I'm saying? Unless you work out, unless you're 50 years old looking like The Rock, all right, I could see somebody, say built like The Rock pulling 20 somethings. That's legit. Like they could legit be attracted to him because he's 50 and he look good. But not your move dad pod dudes. Hey, trying to pull 20 something. You having a bag of 20 something. She don't like you, dogs.
She might, because y'all are more financially stable, y'all. So she
That's,
might be into
that's,
that.
that's the only reason, though. That's the reason. That's the reason. He not looking like The Rock or Cliff. Clifford is hitting the gym.
Yeah.
Clifford
Yeah.
in his 50s, you know what I'm saying? So if you're looking like Cliff or Dwayne, you know what I'm saying? You bag of 20 something, yeah, that's legit. You know what I'm saying? But no, not skinny legs and boobs and pot bellies.
The skinny
Move,
legs is a thing, though. The skinny legs.
move. I'm
Please
still
tell,
laughing at that.
go tell your friends, like, do some calf raises, work on your squat, do something. Like, why the legs gotta be so skinny?
A lot of us skip leg days, yo. A lot of us skip leg days. Yeah, a lot of us skip leg days, man.
But you know this, what you hear sometime, right? And this is not gender based. It go for both genders. You know, they'll say something like somebody like it. You understand? Whether it's a male or female, whatever it is you say about the body part, what have you, somebody likes it. And they are content with the fact that that person likes it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go on record
fair
and
point.
say
Fair
not
point.
one woman likes this dude. This dude who he can't even put his arms down because he been working for what's this, the traps, and he been doing all of this, but then he ain't do no leg day, zero leg day. No. How are you even standing up? How are you holding that up? Your legs don't have to be like, just act like they there. That's it. That's what we're saying. Just
Do
act
some,
like they there.
Just
do some.
and the funny thing, we even mentioned exercise. We
Yeah,
even mentioned that during the course of all this, and you know, we wind it down. We even mentioned exercise though, so that has to be mentioned.
facts.
Yeah.
Exercise
Got
that
to.
has to be mentioned. Even you know, even if you're not trying to, you know, impress someone per se, your heart will appreciate that
Big facts.
no matter what. No matter what. And you don't need to be in the gym 6, 7 hours. You don't need
Oh,
a
Uh-oh.
three
or whatever. You just need to exercise.
Yeah.
exercise.
Uh,
And I
uh,
think women, so
Yeah.
we're not medical doctors, we're not nutritionists, we're not fitness trainers, but
Uh,
I think there's a consensus, generally speaking, that women, we can lift weights, we can lift heavy weights too. And as we get older, it becomes even more important to kind of build our muscle as we're losing hormones. So go ahead and do some bench presses.
yeah. I encourage sisters to weight train. It looks good on them, especially sisters of a certain age. You weight train,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the muscles look good on you. You know, it's not
yeah, but every woman can't wear spandex though. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
Some of y'all need to wear sweatpants.
word,
I ain't even gonna lie. Like, come on, man.
yeah, word. Don't do the spandex.
What you mean?
Don't don't.
Say more. Let me
Nah,
hear
but
more.
listen, but
So
listen, I mean, it's your gym membership. You pay for it. Who cares what Dark Mark think, right? Like, they can
yeah,
care less. But at the same time, you know, I gotta see you walking up and down the street. I come on now. Mm-mm.
yeah.
What
Just
D1,
don't
wear
you
some
like to
sweatpants.
see?
yeah, D1. Tell them, especially the ones that SpongeBob SquarePants. Tell them don't do that,
I
man.
got it. Okay.
Yeah, tell them don't do that. Yeah,
Got it. But there's leggings for that now. So many of our leggings have the material to pull up stuff that's supposed to be like, it'll pull up your butt, and then it has the seam that goes between the cracks so that your butt cheeks are like defined.
Mm.
yeah. Well, we don't want to do it as a representative of the certain age sisterhood that look good. You advise the other ones, no BBLs, just do squats, certain leg raises to accentuate the gluteus maximus but we don't like the SpongeBob.
Don't like it.
We're not feeling the SpongeBob.
All right, I'll pass the word. I pass the word. I also have, before we break, before we part today, I gotta make sure to defend my ladies,
Yeah,
because I think what happens while y'all are over there dealing with ED and figuring out how to get it up and all of these things, we are kind of going through a sexual revolution at this age. Like, so our libidos are mostly through the roof. Now, there might be some, I'm not gonna lie and say that there's no physical issues. Like, some women
Mm-hmm.
are experiencing increased dryness and things of that nature. And that, that's fine. That's natural if you are.
Absolutely.
But the libido generally is going through the roof. And it feels so cruel that at the same age that our libido is going through the roof, that men
It's going down.
is going down. Like,
yeah.
why would this happen to us? So
By
I want to.
design. And I mean, and you can't change this design. This is how it's designed. I mean, and you just have to, to be with someone who can understand or be able to talk to or relate to as these things are happening. 20 years old, you ain't have to worry about no issues like that. Come on, man. She get wet in an instant and stay wet through the whole duration thereof. Is foul. Yeah, but these things come with age.
I say,
And what they say, sex is 90% mental.
Yeah.
So it gotta be up here. It gotta be up there. I mean, and different things you could do to accentuate the mood and different things like that. Yeah, that's where all these things really factor in to do that.
I say I'm a strong proponent for us as men to resolve that issue, to keep up with the ladies, more exercise, more foreplay. Simple.
Or
Amen.
do foreplay while you're exercising.
Well, I say exercise first, because so you could physically look appealing. So when you take your shirt off, she's like, "Oh my God, this guy is 60, but he looks like a god."
Honest. Look at him.
You know what I'm saying? You know what
The
I'm saying?
work of art.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
but you got to be able to perform like that.
Yeah. No doubt.
You understand what I'm saying? Like she be like, yeah, you look like, but then it's a wrap. Damn, what happened? You
I
understand?
mean, you would hope the ED wouldn't occur. You know what I'm saying? Everything is hardened. Pause. Gas station. I mean, you're looking like a 60-year-old god. You know what I mean? And then you institute more foreplay. And then, to your point, it's in the mind. Start
It's
saying,
in the mind,
hey,
90%, man.
hey,
90%.
hey, you talk your shit the ear.
That's right.
And then at some point, someday, I don't know what age this is, that's gonna be it. Damn, man. Just come here. Let's just right here.
Let's just cut him.
That's it. That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
Okay, this
Yeah,
this is taking a turn. I don't like
for
that.
both of them. For both of them.
For both of them. Yeah,
Yeah, real
facts.
talk. Yeah, I think, yeah,
Facts.
both of them. Yeah.
Ain't like she like, yeah, let me hop up on it. Type
And
of no.
we both
No.
cuddling. We both cuddling.
Yeah. Both. Spooning, cuddling, whatever.
Nah, y'all, do y'all understand how wrong y'all are? Do you understand how high the cases of STIs are in nursing homes? Do you understand?
They say when did I read it? Sometime last
You
year.
learning me tonight. Go ahead.
Nah,
Expound.
it's facts. They said that this was a nationwide census. The
Yeah.
highest cases of chlamydia were from people, I don't know if it was 65 or older or 70.
What?
Yes. Some elderly people. Yes.
Because at that point, you're probably not worried about it, right? We spent our whole lives, most of us, many of us, trying to make sure that we stayed sexually safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the time you hit a certain age, what sexually safe? What? Why? Who cares?
I'm good. I ain't thinking about it.
Come
Yeah,
on,
but
man.
but look at how it's spread. You understand? And I'm sure you could still hold it. You could rub your genitals up against hers. You understand? That's still contact.
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh, Nana and Pop Pop.
But
Damn.
They
they're
getting it in.
human, right? And then Pop Pop is human.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? He gonna want, a little, oh, that new thing just came in here. Yeah, she's there playing bingo now. You get down there.
Okay.
You understand? You know, for the most part, you can hold your faculties. You highlight who so true, Scott. You
This
know,
He ready. He ready, D-boy. He ready.
get back to the room, hit the clapper. You know, let me rub this on you.
Oh my goodness. I don't want nobody, I don't care what age I am. You're not just gonna rub it on me. If you can't,
Come on now. You're gonna be at the same age and you're gonna appreciate that rubs.
and the
Come
rub
on.
is the foreplay.
Come on.
That's where it starts. But it's not
No.
stopping. You ain't
That's
just
what
rubbing it on.
all right.
You
Okay.
better
So
bring that
when he
male nurse
died,
and somebody better come in here real quick.
because he done popped about 6 of them pills, that's on your conscience.
He's gonna
Look,
be
look.
he's happy about it. I'm happy about it. We're all good. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But let's bring this to a close because we are off the rails. I want to acknowledge that we OGs and out in the street and we unks and we aunties and all of that, but we still looking good. We are more focused on our health than I think the generations prior to us. We are going to the doctor. We are getting our checkups.
Yes.
We are doing these things. We're still working out. We're still out there in the world, still moving and shaking, doing the things. We're doing the best that we can, and we're looking pretty damn good.
Absolutely that.
Even though it's not all about physicality, but we got it.
Yeah.
So thank you, fellas. Thank you for your honesty. Hopefully we taught some people some things today. If you're in our age group, you probably heard some things that are super familiar. Whatever we left out, because there's a lot. Eyesight. We ain't even talk about eyesight. Oh my goodness.
We ain't even talk. Oh God.
Yeah, that part. Yeah. Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir.
That's a whole show we could talk about.
Read this
eyesight.
for me. Read this. What you said, Mark?
That's a whole show we could talk about eyesight.
Yeah.
Or you get a magnifying glass.
Yep.
You know
readers
going left when you need a magnifying glass.
Look, I got my readers here all the time now. All the time.
We ain't even discussed that.
No. But if there's something we left out, drop down in the comments. Let us know. What are you going through? Has anybody talked to you about this before? Did this just sneak up on you? Like, what's going on? Let us know. Thank you for listening. That's not right, not wrong. Making opinions cool again. And we out. Deuces.
Peace.